Hey everyone, if I have not had the pleasure to meet you yet, my name is April Conklin. I am a NASCAR race wife to my husband Chris of 13 years. We live in Mooresville, North Carolina. We have two daughters, Carmen and Claire. They are 8 and almost 11. I am a registered nurse by trade and a national marketing director with the Juice Plus company as of March 2023. And we have been eating Juice Plus for almost 9 years. We absolutely love it. We never miss a day. I'm so grateful for it. We're the healthiest we have ever been. And I am so grateful for our amazing company, community, and this mission. I absolutely love living this out with everyone. So today, my topic is customer care. And this is a very great topic to talk about. I think everyone can have a great way of doing this. And this is mine. This is how I teach our team to give great customer care. So I pray that it brings a lot of value to you. I think this is a really important topic and a really important skill to get good at, because it is much easier to keep our current customers than to attract new ones, right? And that is the whole mission behind what we do, right? We want to take good care of people. We want to serve them well. And I am always trying to get better at this. I'm always trying to learn nuggets from other leaders in our company of how they do great customer care. So I have 3 categories we're going to go over. The first one for my note takers is customer care actually starts before they become a customer. Okay, so that's number 1 that we're going to go over. Customer care actually starts before you're even attracting that customer. Okay. Number 2 is knowing your customer really well and knowing their why. Okay, so number 2 is knowing your customer and knowing their why. We're going to talk about that as well. And number 3 is giving the best customer experience. And number 3 is where we're going to camp out the longest. That has also 5 different little segments to it. So number 1, customer care starts before they're even a customer. Number 2 is knowing your customer and knowing their why. And number 3 is giving the best customer experience. So let's start with number 1. So customer care actually starts before they're even a customer. What do I mean by this? Well, I would encourage you to reflect on yourself. Are you your best customer? And many times we hear, are you your best teammate? Are you showing up as a leader? You know, your team, they follow what you're doing. Well, guess what? Our customers do too. So are you being your best customer before you're even attracting them? And what I found is once I became my best customer, I started to attract more people that immediately got it, or they were buying my belief in it. And because I was being my best customer, and that really gives you the best experience, right? Then when people were coming into my organization, their belief automatically was stronger because they see me living out this mission, right? I do not miss a day of eating my Juice Plus. I'm very consistent with that. My whole family is. I'm very consistent at drinking my complete shakes. We have a tower garden. We have the complete bars. We keep the pocket packs on hand. We have the Perform. We do it all, right? So are you fully immersed in the Juice Plus experience? And if you're not, how do we expect customers or people that are coming to us to learn more about Juice Plus, how do we expect them to be fully immersed in the Juice Plus experience? And so I truly believe customer care actually starts before they're even a customer, and becoming your best customer will help you attract customers that are going to be consistent, that immediately are buying your belief in Juice Plus, that are excited to eat this with you or take this with you, however you prefer to say it. So reflect on that. Even the pocket packs, I keep the pocket packs on hand. I like keeping them in snack bags in my purse. I like surprising the girlies in their lunch boxes, you know, with them. So people see that. And again, are you your best customer? Are you consistent? We cannot expect our customers to do something that we are not doing. So that is number 1. Number 2 is knowing your customer well and knowing their why. So what do I mean by this? I wish that I could quote whoever this was, but years ago when I was attending something similar to this, I heard a Juice Plus rep, a leader in our company. I wish I could give them credit, but I don't remember who it said it, but it has always stuck with me. And they said, know your customer better than you know your next promotion. And that really hit me hard. I was like, wow, that is powerful. That is a really strong statement. So know your customer better than you know your next promotion. It keeps the focus where it's meant to be. And so I have just always done, ever since then, a better job of really knowing my customer, knowing, who they are, what they do for a living, aspects of their life, whatever you can, the capacity. I think we all have a different capacity of what we can do. But I enjoy getting to know my customers and knowing why they started Juice Plus, why they're eating it, what are they looking forward to, how many children do they have, what do they enjoy doing. So knowing your customer is really important. It creates that more transformational type selling versus transactional selling. And then knowing their why. Knowing their why is so important. So when someone comes to me and they want to learn more about Juice Plus, I ask them, what caused you to reach out? What are you looking forward to? What are your health goals? What are your health concerns? Why did you decide to take a closer look at Juice Plus? I want to know their reason behind reaching out to me. This immediately makes that person feel valued and cared for. And isn't that what we all want? So I'm going to tell myself, when I first became a rep, as soon as they ordered, I was like, great. Or, as soon as they reached out, great, let's get that order in. It's going to ship to you, I'm so excited for you. Let me know if you need anything. I was done. Didn't mean I was bad. I just didn't know what I didn't know. I didn't know how to do this transformational care with my customers the way I do now. So please give yourself grace. If you're new or if you're not doing any of these things yet, give yourself grace. We all learn as we earn here, right? We're just learning as we're growing and doing this. And so we all have room to improve and to get better at it. I'm still trying to get better and better at every skill in our business. And customer care is a very important skill. So getting to know your customer well and knowing their why is super important. And that's going to circle back into giving the best experience here in a second. So when someone comes to you and wants to order, remember, ask them, why are you excited to eat Juice Plus? What made you reach out? What are your health concerns? What are your health goals? Those are some good questions to ask, and knowing why they started. So if they come to me and they're like, well, I have headaches every day, or I'm not sleeping well, or you always have great energy and I feel like I always feel sluggish, or my daughter is battling constipation and I heard you say that helps your daughter with, her constipation. I immediately know why they reached out. I immediately know that their expectations are realistic. That is very, very important. And when I do my check-ins later, which is in giving the best experience, I know what to ask them about, right? How are you sleeping? Are those headaches gone? Is your daughter able to poop every day? Has that improved? It shows that we really care. And I know we all want that. So now we're going to go into that third category, which is given the best customer experience. And this category is our biggest chunk. And I have this in 5 different segments. So the first one is titled knowledge. And what I mean by that is, what does your customer know about Juice Plus? Okay. And it's really hard to make sure they know everything right in the beginning. And we don't want that. It can overwhelm people. But 3 important things I do want my customers to know in the very beginning is I want them to know what Juice Plus is. I want them to know it is food. It has a nutrition label and it has no warning labels. How cool is that? I was able to eat this while pregnant and breastfeeding. I want them to know that. Okay. I think it's important for them to know that. I want them to know the importance of consistency, right? That's going to give the best experience. I want them to know that, yes, we got to eat it every single day. So put it, somewhere you can remember to eat it every day, whether that's the kitchen counter, the nightstand, by your toothbrush. Consistency is super important for the best experience. Okay. And number 3 is the how-to. How do they take it, right? Do they take 1 of each color every day or 2 of each color every day? We all know they take 2 of each color every day, right? But some people, if we don't, even though it's on the back of the bottle, we want to make sure we tell them that. If they ordered complete shakes, we want to make sure they know how to use that, how to make a smoothie, right? You'd be surprised how many people have never made themselves a smoothie or a shake. They don't know how to do that. So making sure they know the how-to. So knowledge and giving the best customer experience is, what is Juice Plus? It's food. It's backed by science. Kids can get it for free. Those are 3 little things I want all my customers to know. And I want them to know the importance of consistency so they have that best experience. And I want them to know how to take whatever they're taking. Okay. If they're ordering the bars, the bars are only 140 calories. I don't want them to think that's a meal, right? That's not a meal. That's not enough, but it is a great way to get in a healthy source of macronutrition, right? So that is the first segment of great customer experience is knowledge, making sure they know a little bit about Juice Plus, how to eat it, and the importance of consistency. And then our next segment is check-ins, okay? And I'm gonna keep this super simple. If you are new at this, follow the promptings our amazing company sends us, okay? When we get a new customer, they send us promptings through email of when to check in with our customer. And so follow those, okay? It's foolproof. It tells you exactly what to do. It gives suggestions of what to do, making sure. So once they get their order in, I want to make sure they know when it ships. I want them to know when it's expected to arrive. I want to be excited for them when it does arrive, right? It's an exciting time. You made an excellent decision. That's another important little thing I'm going to sneak in here is validate your customer. When they have ordered Juice Plus, you made an excellent decision. I am so excited for you. Make sure you validate them. Okay, so making sure they know when it arrives, being excited with them, and then follow those check-ins, the 30-day mark, the 60-day mark, the 90-day mark. And you get those emails. So follow those promptings that we get. And eventually you'll just kind of get in your own little rhythm. At least that's what happened for me. All right, and then C, the next segment of giving the best customer experience is a very, very important one. Nothing ever ships without our customer's permission, okay? Our office alerts us 15 days prior before anything is going to ship. So make sure that you are logging into your office, depending on how big your organization is, weekly, daily. I log into my office almost every day, at least 5 days a week. I know when my customers' orders are shipping. I'm checking in with them. And you do not want that first time your customer to hear from you. You do not want it to be when their order is shipping. You want to make sure you have checked in with them, in my opinion, at least monthly before that first order is shipping, okay? But you do always want to ask permission. And again, follow the email promptings, follow what it tells you to say to them, get your own groove and flair on it. I like to say congratulations. You've been eating Juice Plus almost 4 months now. I'm so excited for you and your family. How do you feel? How has your experience been so far? That's where I like to start the conversation. And then depending on if I get a response or not, that's when, and what the response is, that's when I say, how is your supply? Have you been consistent? If you have, you probably noticed you're running low and this is your next scheduled date. Is this the best date for you? Notice I do not offer to cancel or delay it. I ask them if it's the best date for them, because if it's not, they can give me a different date. That will help you not get as many cancellations, I believe. So nothing ever ships without their permission. That is an easy way to lose a customer forever if you let it ship without permission. And I've been doing this almost 9 years, so I'm not perfect. I will admit it. Sometimes there's been something that has shipped and praise the Lord, my customers are amazing and have always given me grace, and most of them were fine with it. And I don't really know exactly how it happened, but so give yourself grace, okay? Progress over perfection. I'm not perfect either, but that is a really, really important one that I try to live by. All right, the next segment is including your customers in events and this amazing community. Include them, okay? That is a great way to give them a great experience. We have built an absolutely beautiful community, right? I know we all have it. We're all a part of it. We're global. And so there's always something to plug your customers into. Anytime we have a doctor come close by or in town, every single one of my customers gets an invite. I love to host sauna jar parties. I love to host fun dance parties, wellness walks, where we meet at a park and go walk together, and I bring energy bites and smoothie samples. I share my story. Include your customers in this community and in events. It helps them feel cared for. It helps them feel plugged in. It also potentially could turn them into teammates, or they may bring people with them, and that expands your territory and you're meeting new people that get to hear your story. So include them. It builds their belief, and a customer with a strong belief in Juice Plus is more likely to eat their Juice Plus every day. You're creating a better experience for them, and they're more likely to be a customer forever. So include them in events and community. They want to be included. Even the customers who cannot ever come to anything. You would not believe how many times they have said to me, April, thank you so much for still inviting me and never giving up on me and still including me. Even though I can never come, it means so much to me that you still think of me. I have got that several times from customers who can't come to a lot of things because of life, but they still love being included and thought of. So remember that. All right, the last segment of giving the best customer experience is being grateful for your customers and caring for them. Be grateful. Make sure they know that you're grateful for them, however that looks for you and how you want to do that. Whether that's randomly calling them, maybe once every 2 to 4 months and just, hey, this is a quick phone call to say thank you for being a Juice Plus customer. It is an honor to serve you and your family well. I'm so grateful for you. That's it. I don't need anything. Just call to say thank you and how much you mean to me, or however you want to word it. You can put your own flair on it. But I think it's important for our customers to feel that gratitude from us and to know that we're grateful for them. And then caring for them kind of circles back to knowing their why. So if you know their why, when you're doing these check-ins and giving them and seeing them, you can look at your notes, or maybe you have a great memory and remember why they started, and you get to ask them like, hey, how are those headaches? Hey, is your daughter able to go to the bathroom better and easier? Hey, are you sleeping better? How's the shed pen experience going? Are you at that healthier weight you wanted to be at, or having better energy? Whatever it is that they were looking for. Okay, so I hope this added value. I hope this helped you get excited to give great customer care. It does become very seamless the more you do it. And give yourself grace if you're not there yet. It's okay. And I'm still learning too. So I am no exception. I'm still learning and want to learn, and I want to get better at this. So quick overview. Great customer care actually starts before they're even a customer. Are you showing up as your best customer? Know your customer and know their why, and then give them the best experience. And how we give the best experience is we make sure they're learning about Juice Plus, knowing a little bit about it, the importance of consistency, how to eat it, whether it's the capsules, the gummies, the shakes, doing check-ins, checking on them, loving on them, follow those email prompts until you find your own system or what you enjoy and love. Nothing ever ships without their permission. Include them in our amazing community and in events, and being grateful for them and caring for them. So thank you so much. Have a great day.
I don't know about y'all, but I got some great tips and some new ideas. But I'd love to hear kind of y'all's thoughts, additions, what you're going to add based on what you heard. Anybody want to share?
I loved just the verbiage. Can you hear me okay, Elaine? I love the verbiage about just saying, is this the best date for you?
Mm-hmm.
Because often I have said, do I need to delay? And that just puts that in their mind. So that was just some quick little verbiage that I'm going to change right away.
Mm-hmm. I agree. That one hit me too, because I say I can adjust, but I like that best date for you. Who else? I'm going to plug in here. I think one of the things that many years ago, if you've been around, we actually had a questionnaire that we took a new customer through like at month 4 before their next shipment goes out. And it was a reminder to me that I feel like those questionnaires were really good, because sometimes people aren't paying attention to the changes, but when you ask them specific questions, hey, I remember you told me this, you had migraines. How have your migraines? How have they been? Have you had any lately? What we're doing is solidifying the changes that actually have taken place, and we are slowing them down enough to see the impact Juice Plus has had. So for me, I think one of the things I'm going to do is create a questionnaire and let them know at the end of 4 months. Be sure and take it consistently, because we want to do a questionnaire to see the impact. Well, that's stating a lot of confidence in our product if we do something like that. So that was probably the thing that really jumped out to me. Anybody else?
Can I tag on to that quick, Elaine? Something that I really would like to do, and that I remember hearing in the training, maybe in the fall, is there is a gal that just did a video on did a little survey that you could send out keep right through Project Broadcast, that you could automate or not automate, but I think I would really like to do a video on like, hey, how these are things that we notice when we take Juice Plus, and it's just kind of fun. And then you can personalize it also with a text or something. How are you doing specifically? The other thing that I thought would be really great to do with a little video that I've done before, and I can't find it, but is like how to take Juice Plus, like to put your chin to your chest. And this is how I do it. And like have my little lids for the caps, you know, just like some little quick videos, just reminding like what you do, how you do, how to stay consistent. And that would, if we just do that one time, then we can send that to our customers. It'd be a quick and easy thing.
I love that idea, Erin, doing little videos that we have, especially for those of us who have project broadcast. I mean, that is some great customer service. So great idea, Erin. I love that.
And once you get project broadcast set up, it comes to them individually. And so, I mean, it's a great way to communicate. And I think with, you know, that may be something that each one of us should have their own, even if you and I send out things that you can send them on from you to them. And it's a personal text.
And kind of to your point, and I don't know, Susan and I were talking one day, and do you remember this, Susan? And you're like, did you send something? She was like, I just got an Omega order. And we kind of backtracked and realized a couple days prior, Susan does the project broadcast, that she'd sent out a message that we had already created. We forgot about it. And like I said to her, that one customer just paid for her project broadcast, you know? And so that's where we have to realize, you know, utilizing some of these tools, especially when it comes to customer care, how much they really can make us money and save us money. Even if it costs us to do business, it also really can save us money and time. So,
and it comes off your taxes.
there you go. There you go.
There's no
Who
downside.
else? Any other tips or ideas that listening triggered something? Brenda.
Well, gratitude always triggers me. And I love at the end, the whole thing about just calling to say, you know, I'm honored to serve you. I just appreciate you as a person. I'm excited about what, you know, I think doing that at like even month 3, I'm excited next month to hear, now that you've been on it for the full, you know, 4 months, just the changes, because I know there's going to be a lot of them. Because I do.
The other thing that just kind of hit me was when she was talking, I made myself a note, is just to do some handwritten thank you cards. I mean, you think about, they make us money. And so that was something that I had written down. And there was one other thing that really kind of, when she talked about, and I do think this is key, is really validating them for their decision.
You made an excellent choice. Yeah.
That's huge. That's huge. When they've chosen, and I got a quad customer this weekend, and I'm sitting here, I've got myself a note and to call her and check in with her. But that's one of the things I need to really come back and validate her decision. She went from just doing, she was a berry customer, and we just converted her to a quad customer over the weekend. So any other thoughts or comments, Karen?
Yeah, just one that once they are a customer and they've been on it for 4 months and they've decided they like it and want to continue, whatever order they're on, whether it be duo, trio, quad, whatever, I always offer them to sample something that they're not on, like to give them a shake or give them some omegas to try. Say, I just tell them that, you know, my health improved exponentially once I added the omegas to the trio. Would you like to give them a try? I can bring you some, and they always take me up on it.
Good. That's a great idea. And you just made me think of a new customer 4 months ago. She did a trio and went back. She has a bunch of autoimmune diseases too. So I'm gonna encourage her to do the omegas. So I'd love to hear, send me a text of what you noticed by adding the omegas. Would you mind?
Jelane's got her.
What I noticed personally?
Yes.
Okay.
By
Yeah.
adding from an autoimmune standpoint, because she has autoimmune disease. So I'd love to.
Do you know which ones? Because checks different ones.
Yeah, I'll look it up and I'll
Okay.
text. I'll text
Okay.
you. Jelaine.
So I think it's important to validate their anniversaries and tell them thank you for being such a, great Juice Plus partner or customer, and that you appreciate, them staying on it, and, just kind of touch basing with them on their anniversary. But even more so, something that wasn't mentioned at all that I did better on than I do right now, but is making sure that on their birthdays, you wish them happy birthday, because we have their birthdays, and reach out to them and just wish them a happy birthday.
All right, great. Couple more. Just, we're never going to go wrong connecting. I just don't think we will.
Does everybody really check in once a month with each customer?
I follow when they get shipped. I kind of follow that.
I just wonder if some people might feel like you're bugging them. I even had 2 people ask to not get a project broadcast all the time. Now, most of mine like them and I've gotten business from it, but I just don't want people to think, oh my gosh, she's calling me every 30 days.
I
agree
don't.
totally.
I don't. I call mine every 4 months.
Okay.
Well, initially though, I think it's important that you do it every month.
I would
As you're
agree.
you're getting to know them, like then you can get onto the every 4 months
Okay.
schedule with them. But yeah, but initially I think it's real important to establish that relationship or deepen that relationship that you've already established.
Okay.
Well, just to make sure they're taking it okay,
Yeah.
taking it
Okay.
right. I agree. Good point, Karen. Anybody else before we kind of switch gears?
I think that that is important, especially when they first get it, because twice I've had people that I didn't know really well that ordered, and when I called them and congratulate them and ask them how they're doing, and he's like, "Well, I haven't opened them," and I said, "Well, it's a good thing I called. Go get them right now." And he goes, "Are you serious?" I said, "Yeah, go get your Juice Plus and get your water. Here we go."
That's good.
And plus, then you can talk again about. We even did it on Saturday when we had we did a booth. Trina and I did a booth. But I'm telling them, when you go to swallow swallow the capsules, put it in your mouth with the water. There's, the cool thing is that they float, and they're just like, really? And so I gave them one and we tried it. Yeah, because that's the big thing. People don't know how to do it.
Good point. Good point. That's funny.
Mhm.
They didn't even open it. That's
Oh yeah, and he's like, "Are you serious?" I'm like, "I'm dead serious. Go get your stuff."
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and let's stop the recording.